The danger of low-carb diets in the long run is one of those awkward truths in nutrition that tends to get drowned out by the hype of quick fixes. Cutting carbs entirely may feel heroic at first, like you've conquered the breadbasket and banished rice from your life. But eventually the body starts asking some tough questions, mainly, where's my fuel? Carbohydrates aren't just optional extras. They're the body's primary and most efficient source of energy. Take them away, and you're forcing your metabolism to run on backup systems that weren't designed for the everyday long haul. At first, you might feel a strange burst of energy or a sense of clarity. That's the honeymoon phase. But as weeks turn into months, fatigue creeps in, hormones start wobbling, and nutrient deficiencies quietly pile up like unpaid bills. The most obvious downside is plain old tiredness. Without carbs, glycogen stores shrink, leaving muscles empty and the brain struggling. It's no coincidence that one of the most common complaints on strict low-carb diets is brain fog. Glucose is the brain's preferred fuel, and while it can limp along on ketones, it's never quite as sharp or responsive. Suddenly, you're forgetting things, snapping at people, or staring blankly at your computer screen as if it's written in hieroglyphics. Meanwhile, your body feels sluggish because it's constantly converting fats or proteins into emergency energy, a process that burns precious resources and adds metabolic stress. Then there's the hormonal side of the story. Carbohydrates play an important role in regulating hormones, from thyroid function to reproductive health. Chronic low-carb intake can throw these systems off balance, slowing metabolism, interfering with menstrual cycles in women, and even reducing testosterone levels in men. Over time, this isn't just inconvenient. It's a serious hit to long-term vitality and quality of life. Hormones are like the body's internal orchestra, and carbs are one of the conductors, making sure the music stays in tune. Take them away, and things start to sound off-key. Nutrient deficiencies add another layer of trouble. Many carbohydrate-rich foods, especially whole grains, fruits, and legumes, are packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. Remove them from your diet and you lose more than energy. You lose potassium for heart health, magnesium for muscles, and soluble fiber for digestion and cholesterol control. Suddenly, constipation becomes a regular guest, cholesterol creeps up, and your gut microbiome throws a tantrum because you've taken away its favorite food, prebiotic fiber. Over time, this can snowball into bigger issues like cardiovascular disease, poor bone health, and accelerated aging. The funny irony is that low-carb diets often promise vitality and weight control, but in the long run they can backfire. You might lose water weight quickly, but your body pays a price: reduced exercise capacity, cranky moods, brittle nails, and sometimes even hair loss. It's like trading your long-term health for a short-term magic trick. The body is clever. It can adapt to low carbs temporarily, but it doesn't mean it thrives that way forever. Think of it like running a car on the emergency spare tire. Sure, it gets you down the road, but you wouldn't want to drive that way for years. When you step back and look at the big picture, the solution isn't to fear carbs, but to choose them wisely. Whole, unrefined carbohydrates give you energy, nutrients, and longevity benefits without the roller coaster spikes of refined sugars. They keep your brain sharp, your muscles fueled, and your hormones steady. Completely removing them is not a recipe for health, it's a recipe for imbalance. So while low-carb diets may look glamorous on magazine covers or Instagram feeds, in reality, they often leave people exhausted, moody, and nutritionally shortchanged in the long run. Carbs are not the enemy. They're the unsung allies of health, energy, and graceful aging. If anything, the real danger lies not in eating carbs, but in forgetting just how much the body depends on them to thrive.